Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria and this is Radiant Moon Tarot. Today we've got some spirit messages for you, bringing you some love, support, inspiration, and encouragement. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this reading is exactly when you're meant to see it. There'll be quite a few messages that do come out in this reading, and hopefully all of them resonate with you, but maybe only one or two will. So take what does, leave the rest behind. And sometimes those messages click into place a little bit later on as well, and we're like, oh man, that's what that meant. So let's start by pulling out a couple of archangels, Cappy, and let's see what we've got coming out here. We've got Archangel Shamiel coming out here with beginnings, and Zadkiel bringing you a sense of security. Archangel Shamiel is bringing you new beginnings. Shamiel is also a divine guide, bringing comfort, guidance, and support to you. This is an energy of attracting new beginnings into your life, a new you, new partnerships, new endeavors, new projects, new jobs, whatever the new means to you, whatever you're wanting to attract, whatever you're wanting to start new in your life. This is also improvements in your life as well. Sometimes we can start fresh, right? We can elevate an experience. But Shamiel is here to help you and to guide you and give you some protection, because quite often before times of new things, before times of change, we get anxiety, we get a little bit of stress. So call on Shamiel here to help you release any old patterns, fears, worries, doubts, anxieties, and to help you transition and bring something new into your life without being afraid, without being worried about what's going to happen. Sometimes new things, even when we really want them, do give us a little bit of anxiety because there is that little unknown factor that's there. And, you know, it does require us usually for new things, new experiences, ideas, people, whatever that is for you. It requires us usually to come out of our comfort zone. Our comfort zone we create with an area that we kind of feel, in theory, we should feel safe and secure in our comfort zone with that name. Quite often, it really just represents something that is familiar and something that we know, but growth and new experiences do not happen in the comfort zone. It's like kind of a static zone, a little bit, if you will. So the new things require us to take a step out, to try something new, to invite someone new in, to experience some change. So of course that does cause a little bit of stress. So certainly call on Archangel Shamiel here, guided meditations to help you release, let go, and help you embrace the new you, the new things that are manifesting and that are coming in to your life. And of course, since archangels don't necessarily travel alone, okay, they all work together to help guide you through life in the background. Zadkiel comes here at the same time. Zadkiel is the divine comforter, bringing in a sense of security, helping you through transition, helping you let go of fears and doubts, and helping you to move forward on your journey of life. And quite often, new beginnings do cause the stress and anxiety as well, because it requires us, new things require us to let go of old things, and sometimes we don't want to release, or we don't know how to release. So Zadkiel comes in here as that divine comfort to give you a little bit of guidance, to give you that protection, and to give you that sense of security. It's almost like, shall we say, an angelic hand-holding experience, all right? And Zadkiel will hold your hand as you transition, as you grow, as you experience a new zest for life, as you let go of the old. So certainly connect with both of those archangels. Quite often, really all it takes is just finding a little quiet spot, taking a few deep breaths in and out, and setting the intention to connect and to call them into you to give you a little bit of extra help. They're always helping you anyway, but they can't interfere with your free will. So when you call them in and ask them for that extra boost, they will be there. You will see signs and symbols. You may see an increased amount of repeating numbers. Number one way that angels get our attention. All right, especially if you've ever seen, especially New Beginnings, 1111, that is the most common one, of a big shift or of that guidance. All right, quite often known as Make-A-Wish. All right, but 1111 has a lot of deep meanings. So look up those repeating numbers when you do see them, and pay attention to your dreams as well. And if you're someone that's not used to meditation, or you're not sure how to do it, there's guided meditations out there on YouTube as well. So just look for those guided meditations, and they kind of help you keep focus. And it's kind of like setting a double intention and have a little bit more oomph. So we've got willingness here. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Okay, be willing and be open to new things, to make improvements, to let things go, because ultimately this leads you on the path to love, self-care, love of another. Okay, those friendships, those partnerships. Okay, love is that highest vibration of all. And you know what? Sometimes we need to be open to different experiences, someone else's point of view. We need to be willing to accept others for as they are as well, right? And this really does kick us into a higher vibrational kind of energy when we do that, right? When we are open, we're in the flow, we see other people's perspective, right? Quite often someone else isn't necessarily wrong, they just have a different viewpoint because of their past experiences, right? So sometimes when we do open ourselves up, we're actually opening our heart space, and we can learn a lot in that energy as well. But certainly, if the compromise there to, be willing to see someone else's way of doing things, that end result is love, kindness, compassion, and caring, then hey, why not be open to that? We have commitment here as well. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the very essence of your very being. Okay? Commit to your path, commit to your journey of healing, of letting go, of embracing the new you, new spiritual experiences, important people and partnerships in your life here as well. Okay? And when you wholeheartedly believe all of these things that you have chosen to keep in your life, right, then that is a beautiful energy, and it really does radiate that wonderful positive vibration there. Okay, so be committed to your journey, the path of healing, the new version of yourself, and that's, you attract more of that, and whatever we project out in the universe is what comes back to us. Okay, so a lot of love and a lot of support that's around you. I feel some of you have been on a journey for a while. Okay, and I think you're really on the cusp of something here. And, it may have been a difficult journey. You may have been going through dark night of the soul, and which is the hardest work that you will ever do in your life. You could be waking up in the middle of the night. Some of you are just starting your journey with the new beginnings. Okay, you're just starting a spiritual journey, and there's a little bit of confusion, and all these weird things are starting to happen to you. Be committed. Keep on going. Be open. That willingness energy there, and really tap into the guidance of the archangels that are coming out here to help you, guide you, support you on that journey. Same thing with the dark night of the soul, with the beginnings energy here. You are almost there. You're right on the cusp of letting things go and really evolving as a spiritual being, and really taking that next step up, and that brings peacefulness. Very nice. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. And I feel here that the angels here, and as we said, Zadkiel is the divine comforter, bringing you a sense of security, guiding you through letting things go, guiding you through new experiences, especially a spiritual one, especially if you have been going through that really, really deep, profound work of the dark night of the soul. I think some of you are almost there, and this peace is really about to flow through you. And you can make peace with past experiences as well. And we're talking about past lives as well. And quite often our past life experiences still affect us in our current life here as well. Some of you are very old souls. Some of you are newer here on this earth and you're just really not sure what's going on and you're just trying to navigate life and you're like, man, oh man, this is confusing. So again, spiritual energy, the archangels can really help you on your path. Try and connect with your spirit guide. There are meditations out there to connect with your spirit guide as well. You may actually be a person who had an invisible friend as a child. And I have a theory, okay? I think those invisible friends that people had as a child, I don't think they're an invisible friend at all. I think that's them connecting with their spirit guide. And children are most likely open to connecting with their spirit guides. But of course, as adults, if you're not on a spiritual path and you're not aware of all this energy, you quite often dismiss it as an invisible friend. But what if that's your spirit guide? So quite often spirit guides do come to us as children, and then we lose the connection for a lot of years. It happens to a lot of people. And, you lose it around your teenage years when the hormones start kicking in. But then a little bit later in life, that's when you kind of reconnect again and you're like, dang, that's what that was. So if any of you out there used to have an invisible friend, I guarantee you it is most likely your spirit guide. So try and reconnect with that and see what happens. So we have spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So that could certainly be your spirit guide, could certainly be your invisible friend. Okay, but the spirit connection is your connection with spirit in the universe as well. Okay, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And as a soul, as a spiritual being, you've been around a very long time. So this is not a new connection here. It's just that, your human self gets in the way. Okay, so get out of your own head, embrace that spiritual kind of energy there. But I also feel here, I've had this spiritual connection here come up a few times, interestingly enough. And for one, it is a heightened spiritual connection with you and with the universe there. But this is also could certainly represent new people coming into your life, those new partnerships and experiences, and you have a deeper, stronger bond. Soulmates, twin flames. Soulmates, of course, are many shapes and forms. Male, female, they don't have to be romantic partnerships either. Some of our soulmates are only here for a very short time in our lives, but they're here for a reason, and others, they're here for a very long time. It's like, oh my God, in the darkness I found you. Okay, but I also feel a twin flame connection possibly coming in here for some of you as well with the new beginnings, and it's a spiritual connection. And a twin flame, if you're not sure what it is think of human twins. You start from the same egg, it splits off. You're two completely unique souls and individuals, but you came from the same source. A twin flame is your spiritual twin. Okay, you're still two separate souls, but you share that same source. Okay, so usually because it's a spiritual connection, if both people are spiritually ascended, then it's an easy connection and it's just so wonderful. But if the one person has not spiritually ascended, then it tends to be a little bit challenging. But with this spiritual connection here, I feel that you've got one coming in filled with peace and love. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Okay, sometimes things aren't complicated. Okay, and sometimes one of the best ways we can elevate our vibration, embrace love and kindness and compassion, is those little random acts of kindness. Something that may not mean too much to you, but it could have a significant impact on someone else. Think of, maybe you're in the grocery store and, someone has trouble reaching something on a shelf and you give them a helping hand. Perhaps, someone is struggling to get their groceries to the car. It could be a single mother with a couple of kids and she's just having the really rough day. And you might step in and say, hey, let me help you with those bags, right? Those kind of little things, they take, but seconds of your time. But thank you. But they could certainly just be that perfect moment in someone else's day that shows them that there are good people out in the world. And sometimes we do need that reminder. So simple acts of kindness with others, but also simple acts of kindness with yourself as well. So it doesn't have to be complicated. Guardian angel message, and we have acceptance. There is nothing about you that you need to fix Reclaim the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful just as you are, regardless of any faults you may perceive you have. You are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. Acceptance is key. We beat ourselves up a lot, don't we? Yep, guardian angels right there. All right, and we'll get one last message for you here. We've got blessed tranquility. Isn't that nice, considering we also have peacefulness that's activated for you? Your feelings are surfacing in order to be healed. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust the current waves of emotion shall become a sea of tranquility, full of love and blessings. Beautiful. There's that sad keel energy bringing in that comfort, that security, the peacefulness in your life. I'm going to leave that there. I really do hope that there was at least one message here that did resonate with you, hopefully more than one. But if there was, please give my little channel here a little simple act of kindness. Please show my little channel some support there. Like this reading, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you are so inclined. And if you haven't already, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Start a conversation with your fellow Capricorns. And but I do thank you so very much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of love and light, and I really do hope to see you here again in the near future. Bye-bye.